Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Oni, and this is my Helena Tank POV guide for Stormwatch Eternal. Let's jump straight into the action. In this pull, we face one of the most dangerous combinations in Stormwatch Eternal. An Executioner, 4 Mancatchers, 2 Pillagers, and 3 Nightmist Cutthroats. Each of these enemies brings a threat that must be managed with precision. As the tank, the Executioner is your first concern. His cleave applies stacking damage taken. To survive, you begin kiting as soon as he reaches you, preventing the stacks from ever becoming overwhelming. But the greater danger lies with the Mancatchers. Their grip ability pulls any player within 15 yards directly into the pack and slows them. If the healer enters this range, the result is almost always fatal. Your movements set the rhythm of the pull, and the backline must follow your pace. The Cutthroats add pressure by teleporting behind players and striking from the shadows. Keeping them in front of you reduces their impact. Meanwhile, the Pillagers grow stronger with every death around them, making the later moments of the pull increasingly intense. In this pull, we see a critical mistake. The healer drifts too close, enters grip range, and is pulled into the heart of the pack twice in a row. Slowed, surrounded, and struck by the Executioner in the trash, the healer falls instantly. This pull teaches a simple truth: control the space, communicate movement, and above all, respect grip range. With discipline, this dangerous pull becomes manageable. Without it, it unravels in seconds.
My shield, iron wall.
Run away, or I'd lead you dry.
Here, we pull a swarm of dire rats, 2 Pillagers, 2 Ashen Arsonists, and 1 Nightmist Cutthroat. The plan is simple. I use the rats to line of sight the rest of the pack and force everything into the cave. That keeps the pull tight and gives the group full control. The rats are the first danger. When they frenzy, they fixate players and gain huge haste and lifesteal. They ignore threat, so we need stuns and knockbacks to keep them off the healer. Inside the cave, the Arsonists start casting. Big Ooga Flame must be kicked. Flame Blast too. If those casts go off while rats are frenzied or Pillagers are ramping, the whole group takes lethal damage. The Pillagers get stronger with every rat that dies, so the back half of the pull gets progressively harder. And the Cutthroat adds extra pressure with backstabs if it reaches someone's back. Keep interrupts clean, keep the rats controlled, and keep the pack stacked in the cave. If we control the chaos, this pull is safe. If not, it snowballs instantly. Alright, this next pull is simple but dangerous. We have 1 Arsonist, 1 Cutthroat, 1 Mancatcher, and a new mob, the Profane Invoker. Kick Shadow Bolt and Wither from the Invoker. Both deal heavy damage over time. Interrupt the Arsonist's flame casts, keep the Cutthroat in front of you, and stay out of Mancatcher grip range. If kicks are clean, this pull is for free.
My shield will not break.
Here we fight 7 Pillagers together with Warlord Brogg. This is the first time we see him, and all damage we do carries into the final boss. As the tank, turn Brogg away from the group so no one gets clipped by his frontals. Your main job is to interrupt Dread Arc every time. This is your assigned kick, and missing it is deadly. When Lightning Rod goes out, the whole group should stack tight. Stacking splits the damage so nobody gets one shot. Do not spread here. Watch for perfect storm and charged bolt. Move Brogg slowly along the bridge so the group has room to dodge without falling off. Use stuns and stops on the Pillagers because they scale fast when mobs die. Once Brogg reaches his health threshold, he will escape. Everything you did here makes the final fight much easier. Next pull is the Emissary of the Shadow Lord. We spawned it by activating the Shadow Lord's Trial Curse and collecting 30 orbs. This mob stacks Shadow Lord's aura, so the DOT ramps fast, keep moving, and use defensives early. Once it dies, we get Shadow's Defeat for 20% damage, haste, and movement speed. Stay grouped, burn it fast, and ride the buff into the next pull. In this pull, we have 2 Bully Bashers, several Shin Choppers, a Stormscreamer, and some Facestabbers. As the tank, your first priority is the Bully Bashers. Watch for Bully Bash. It's a heavy hit. And interrupt or stun together. Strong because it gives them 20% damage reduction. The Shin Choppers just hit fast, so keep them stacked and face tanked while you manage bigger threats. The Stormscreamer is deadly. Interrupt Crackling Bolt and Ball Lightning, and be ready for Sky Zapper damage on the group. This mob should die early. Facestabbers are dangerous if ignored. Keep them in front of you and stop stab your face if possible because the channel shreds anyone caught by it. Throw Knife is a ranged hit, so line it up in your frontal when you can. Keep everything grouped, rotate stops on dangerous casts, and focus Stormscreamer first. If you control the casters and prevent Together Strong, this pull becomes stable and fast. In this pull, the Bully Basher is the main threat at the start. Watch for Bully Bash and be ready with a defensive if it targets you. The Stormscreamer needs tight interrupts, especially Ball Lightning and Crackling Bolt, because we're not kiting here. Keep it in front of you so kicks are consistent. Facestabbers and Shin Choppers will pressure you with constant melee hits, so stabilize the pack with stuns or knockbacks when needed and hold your ground. At the end of the pull, we chain in the Ashen Arsonist, the Cutthroat, and the Pillagers. Be ready. This is where the damage ramps fast. Call for interrupts on Flame Blast, keep the Cutthroat in front of you, and hold defensives for the Pillager burst as the AoE begins. If interrupts are clean and the group stacks tightly, this pull stays controlled without needing to kite or reposition. Alright, final pull before the boss. We've got an Executioner, a Stormscreamer, some Facestabbers, and a few Shin Choppers. We're keeping the fight in one place and only kiting when we need to drop the Executioner's Cleave stacks. The key here is control. Interrupt the Stormscreamer's casts. Keep the Facestabbers in front of you so backstabs don't hit the group. Shin Choppers hit fast, so keep them stacked for Cleave and stun them when needed. Once everything dies, the second Emissary of the Shadow Lord spawns. Stay grouped so your healer can manage the aura damage and burn it quickly. After the Emissary falls, we move straight to the final boss. Clean pull, clean transition, and we're ready for Brogg.
Tremble before my wrath! Bear witness to winter's wrath!
Will not break.
Warlord Brogg is all about clean positioning and predictable tank movement. Keep him faced away from the group at all times to avoid splash damage from his basic attacks. When he casts Perfect Storm, prepare a defensive and keep the boss stable so your healer can manage the group damage. Charged Bolt is a simple 2-second cast. Your DPS should interrupt it when possible, but don't chase it yourself if it risks bad positioning. When Brogg uses Lightning Rod, the group needs to stack together so the damage splits evenly. Make sure you turn the boss away before repositioning so the frontal doesn't clip anyone as the stack forms. On Dread Arc, that interrupt is assigned to you. Hold your kick for it and don't spend it earlier. If this goes off, it creates heavy unavoidable damage, so your timing matters. Forked Lightning is a long channel. Just hold the boss steady. The healer will handle it. During Raiders, Brogg summons adds, keep threat on them, bring them into Cleave, and let your DPS burn them quickly. If you get hit with Stormy Retreat and get stunned or frozen, call it early so your healer knows when you can't move or mitigate. Keep your movement smooth, maintain control on Dread Arc, and stack properly for Lightning Rod. Do that, and Brogg goes down cleanly. And that wraps up our full Stormwatch Eternal tank guide. Every pull, every mechanic, and both Brogg phases handled step by step. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the guide or learned something new, feel free to check out more tank POV content. This was Oni, and I'll see you in the next run.